Welcome to the Overdome Moment. I'm Greg Blythe, and today I'm flying solo. My wife is on a trip out of town, which means I'm probably wrecking the place, and you guys know me too well. I am just doing some work that needs to be done, so I thought I'd film this and put this up. Today is me loading up the Strops day. So I'm not really doing a review of product as much as me just talking about what I got going on. I have a paddle strop you guys have seen lately from Tokushu knife running Buffalo on both sides. I've got some more Buffalo from Tokushu, never used. This is how they come. And from Tokushu, I've got some 2 micron diamond paste. And this is oil based, a natural oil by them, Diamond. I want you to know that if you get it from Tokushu, the oil based, it comes in 2 micron, 1 micron, 0.5 micron, and 0.25 micron. So we are going to load up some 2 micron on something. Some other strops I got going. I've got an early edition Tokushu strop. This was just a regular, this was not Buffalo. I think it was just a regular cow leather. So I've got some Gunny Cloth. This has never been opened. I've not used it. I'll have to do a review. So let me just throw that up there for you to see. Gunny Cloth. So I'm gonna open one of the two today. I happen to have a Ken Schwartz Nano Cloth. I have a bunch of them. I've got Gunny Juice written on the back of this because I'm gonna run Gunny Juice on this. I have some leather from Sleeve Junkies. I hope I do Hans right by showing you the Sleeve Junkies logo. This has 0.5 micron. Okay, he had originally loaded it. I have reloaded it. I have one by Sleeve Junkies that is a hanging strop. Then it has nothing on it. It might get something on it today. We'll see. We have a very short kangaroo tail, and for those behind me, let me get this kangaroo tail off. This is a kangaroo tail. I had gotten this from Knife Grinders. I'm not sure that they're able to get it. I believe Ken Hammaker on Facebook is the only guy doing kangaroo tail in America. Tail. Okay, so when you get a really good, I don't know if on the block you can see it, there's a lot of texture on this. So the reason I point that out is I'm not putting stuff on this strop. The point of this is the crosshair section of this, the toughest leather on earth. That crosshair, it's designed to do its thing, man. I'm not adding diamond emulsion to that. So this is gonna stay true. I would love to get up with Ken and talk to him about I'd like to get some material myself and make something for like a wheel, kind of like felt. But, I can see, since I have 2 of them, since I have one with Ken, like maybe loading some diamond up on here. But it's hard. This is what kangaroo tail, not the skin, kangaroo tail is for. So let's talk about what we got. So we got some 2 micron. Now, it's a good place to start. But, I've got a bunch of Gunny Juice out here. There's some that Scott sent me. I'm going to have to get up with Scott to see, when would I use this? I have 12 micron. And I have 9 micron. So it'll definitely be interesting later to be like, Scott, how do you want me to use this? Because I'm typically taking my knife to a place on stone that's below this. But we are going to be using the 0.5 micron, the 0.25 micron, and the 1 micron. So we already know that this was 0.5 micron. So I'm going to go ahead and load that up. Now, with Scott, he wants you to use a brush. Okay, so I am going to take this 0.5 micron. You know what? I know this thing has nothing on it. This thing is, Scott, I'm gonna, wow. God, what do you do here? I got Gunny Cloth. Now, this particular strop here was designed to have no abrasive contribution. So if I wanted to go as fine as I could go, because Scott has not sent me the 0.05 micron that he has made, the finest thing I have in this building, because I also don't have 0.1 micron. Pretty sure that I do not. Let's check. I've got a whole basket of goodies for you guys. You don't even know. We got 0.25. We had some old Ken Schwartz. That was, rest in peace, Ken. We loved you. We got some 6 micron. I didn't mention that. We got a whole nother bottle of 0.5 micron. Okay. We got some Gunny Slide in there. Yeah, so this is what we're working with. So I don't know how to use the 12, 9, and 6. So you guys are more than welcome to comment. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go 0.25 on my kit now. I don't know if you can see this, but it bubbles up like mercury. I don't want to tilt it too much because then it might run off. So I know that this material might absorb it a lot. So I am going to brush it in and let it absorb the material, but I'm going to get it saturated. I'm excited about having these like ultra fine drops. Apparently I got some on my fingers, so I'm worth a lot of money right now because I got diamonds in my skin. I wasn't worth a lot until that happened. Thanks, Scott. I got some on my nails, so I got like diamond nail polish. Okay, so that's bred into the Ken Schwartz product. Really nice. Again, you can no longer get the nano cloth that I'm aware of. Because Ken was the only one that sold it. So there you go. God, I had a bunch of brushes. And do I have more brushes? The point being, oh yeah, I do. Yes, I'm smarter than I thought I was. Okay, so we're gonna let that sit there so we know what brush went on that. Okay, so, haha, let's keep going. So, I got a double-sided strop here. I want to keep one of them clean. I think this one should be like a 1 micron. What do you think? Think like a standard like 1 micron? Let's do that. So, let's go. One micron Gunny. Okay, here's what we've done. All right, so let's spread it around. Now, I can tell you the ratios on Scott. Scott is 200 carats per gallon. I think I'm saying that right. It's not 200 calories per liter, it's 200 carats per gallon. And even though it sits up there like mercury, it went right into that leather. Really nice. That buffalo was like, hello. All right, we're having a blast. We got some good strop stuff going on right now. Okay, wow. You know, Scott stuff dries pretty fast. Okay, now every one of these manufacturers dry a little differently. I know the oil-based one's gonna dry a little differently. So, we got the one, I'm gonna keep this other side raw, okay? Definitely wanna do that, so we got that sitting there. Okay, so let's take one of these leather ones that we got. And let's load this up. We're gonna have to get a marker out. That's why I'm putting everything in. And let's go 0.5 micron. We're having some fun watching it drink it up. When you think about this, I mean, these polycrystalline diamonds are going to sit in this emulsion. They're going to kind of adhere, but they are free to move. I mean, so they can kind of roll around. Scott's stuff, the way it works is it is deionized so that they push apart from each other. So that way they don't clump. I got some like little spaces in there. I got it to use, so let's use it. Again, thank you, Scott, for supporting the show. Thank you for Tony and Tokushu Knife for supporting the show. So we're gonna spread some of Tony's stuff. Okay, so that is the 0.5 micron that is drying. Okay, so I believe this one had some old 1 micron, so we'll end up throwing something on there. Let's get this one. This is going to be our 2 micron. So let's put this under here. Now again, I would be using the like lower microns had I had it. I'm not used to having 2 microns, so that's a little different for me. Now I've had these for a while, so if the plungers don't work, that's a me thing. It wouldn't be them, because they sent these to me a while ago and I hadn't gotten around to loading them. So hopefully I didn't do them a disservice. I've been enjoying just having like the raw strops around here. All right. So the oil I expect to take a while longer. We had no problems with the plunger. Just so in case Zach is watching, he knows, 0 problems. We have another brush we're going to use. But honestly, it looks like it's loading on here pretty good. I can see it's wet, so it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to... It's still giving, it's not drying too fast where I've got a chance to move it. So let's get moved. Tell you what I want to do. I just want to load them up a little bit, you know. Yeah. You can't hide money. I'm just kidding. We got diamonds everywhere, folks. Nice. Okay. So that is our 2 micron. Let me put a cap on that. So we got some more of that in the future. Now, if you order the Buffalo Strops, no matter which one, you can get it preloaded by Zach. Will make sure that's taken care of for you at Tokushu. And they will send it to you, they will send it to you the way you want it. So just remember that's an option. So whether you want the paddle strop, which is double-sided, the singles, we got all that. So look, you know, we got this bad boy. Let's do something that Scott gave us. So what is the 6 micron? We saw the 6 over here. Was that what it was? Oh, yeah, that's the 0.25. So what we got over here? We got a 9, a 12, we got a 6. So I'm gonna take and load this one up. My whole counter is going to be rich. Make sure you handle your business. Okay. So, now we've had this for a while from Scott. This is a little watery. So this might be an older product. We'll see if that sets, but we'll leave that alone. And then let's just give it a recap. Okay, so again, I didn't load anything on this Gunny Cloth. I need to. It's like, what do I want to load on that, man? I think I want to load, God. That's a phone call, maybe. Maybe wondering what Scott's gonna have me do. You know, here's the thing though. I want to load it just to see what it looks like. So let's do that. So we are going to open up one of these bad boys. So it says Gunny Cloth, the most unusual stropping material you've ever heard of. It is designed to wear over time to prevent loading with steels and debris. Sounds like sharpening stones. It is a composite stropping pad, consists of polymer matrix with embedded soft metal powders. What? In addition, Gunny's use Diamond Emulsion charges the stropping pad with diamond particles. The embedded diamond grains facilitate stock removal in the workplace. The continuous wear of the bonding over its service life prevents clogging of the pad. Okay. The patterned surface helps to improve suspension, flow, and exchange. Gunny Cloth stropping pads are designed to work synergistically. So, I mean, he designed it with his product in mind. So we do have to remember that in case we order the product and we use it and it's not doing its thing. There appears to be, is that an adhesive on the back? Okay, nice. It's got nice texture. Oh man, I mean, I'm feeling feisty. Like, what are we gonna do here? Are we gonna do? Let's do here's the thing. I think, let's do 0.5 micron because I can always do, yeah. Using the same brush. It's absorbing it. Obviously, I'm getting some gunny juice in the fingers. You know what? Let's do it. I mean, we're not a princess or anything. So we got it loaded up. It's loaded nice. There you go. So we obviously need to wash our hands. Let me step off camera for 2 seconds. What I love is all the comments I'm going to get about the mess Craig just made when his wife left. So yes, we're going to go back and clean the island better when the camera is off. We don't want to hear it. And we will get it taken care of. So we have all these strops. How would we use them? So first of all, I want to make sure you guys know that there is a stropping series. I'll put a link to the series. We get into different types of strops, different diamond emulsions, which ones work best, how all of this works, stropping techniques, so on and so forth. But in case you didn't remember, just a quick tip. If you have a knife that's softer than 60 on the hardness scale, just really grab your kangaroo tail or regular strop. You don't need diamond emulsion right off the bat. Your stropping angle should be 0.4 to 2 degrees higher than your sharpening angle. So if you sharpen at 15 degrees, strop at 15.4 to 17 degrees, and that'll help get the wire edge that you will get with softer metal. Then follow up with your bench strop with diamond emulsion to really clean the apex. If you have a hard knife, 60 and above, 60s kind of, you can go either way. If you have that type of a knife, just go right to your Diamond Emulsion or regular leather, or you can still use kangaroo tail, but make sure your stropping angle matches the sharpening angle. Okay, so how am I gonna use these? Well, obviously you can polish the edge and get a really nice shine and stuff like that. You don't necessarily need to go through the entire progression of all this. We will be doing videos on the different types of sharpnesses for different types of knives. But I think you might just be obsessed. You might just be chasing some dream of sharpness, and you just wouldn't go systematically through all of it. All of it is overkill to have it. I happen to have it, so I'm into overkill. What would I normally say? Your 1 micron is going to get it done. I mean, your 2 micron can get it done. You know, you can get a knife sharp with just leather, but then when you take it up a notch and put Diamond Emulsion on there, your different prices are going to go, whether it's oil-based or whether it's 100 carats per gallon, 200 carats per gallon. In the testing that we did with the ones that we had available, the Jinda, the Ken Schwartz, Scott Gunn, and an off-brand, Tokushu was not involved. Some of the newer ones were not involved. Scott Gunn's 0.5 micron one at 200 carats per gallon. It had a different price point. Not everyone needs to pay that price point. And I've actually found that Scott's product, you know, on every single leather didn't absorb quite as good, even though it absorbed 90% of the time in all the different materials. So you've got what's available to you, and then how sharp do you want to get it. These are all choices that you have. I will tell you that if you're going to use some of the wheels, the felt and stuff like that, you might be looking at rouges. You know, you might be looking at the green rouge that everybody likes, the blue. They just have a thickness and a stick to them. I've actually got a whole thing set up outside. I'm getting ready to load up some of this diamond on some felt and stuff like that, and see what's going on. But anyway, we got Strops loaded. We are ready to go. This should make for a great show. We'll do some shows showing you the different sharpnesses through the progressions and see, you know, what kind of difference it does make. Hopefully this was not a dull moment. I'm glad you checked in with us, and I hope I did okay without the wife. Thanks for everything. God bless. See you next week.